Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well today. Today, I want to talk to you guys about the top five habits that actually changed my life for the better. I think out of all the habits that I've tried over the years, these five probably offered the highest ROI in terms of self development and just feeling better in myself. It's very easy to get sidetracked and to be trying out new things here and there, and to get sidetracked and to not actually track your progress. Like you don't really know if you're going forward or back with a combination of stuff that you're doing. But I found with these five, I think I really thought deeply about this, and these five habits that I'm about to tell you guys about are truly and utterly the probably the highest, like, return on investment, most value for money kind of thing. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I'll explain what the habit is, why it matters to me, and in my personal experience as well, and how I applied it. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, the first habit that I want to talk about is meditation. Now, I've always been, I've known, I've practiced meditation for a while, but it's one of those things where I never truly was consistent with it. I'd say that I say that I meditated, but it was like, I'd say maybe once or twice a week max. Now, I've started meditating every day, and one thing that I've noticed with it is that it's just like, it just trains you for life. You start realizing that everything is just energy, and that your problems, in the grand scheme of things, other people are probably going through the same shit as you. Other people are probably going through worse. So it's almost like mental toughness training in a like, to a certain extent. You kind of realize that, oh, like, say I'm thinking about, oh, I should have said this to this person one day, or I should have said that. What does this person think of me? Like, when you meditate, all that kind of goes away. You get the thoughts in your head, and you just let it sit there for a while. But then you bring your presence back to the present moment, to your breath, and it almost like teaches you to, just remain calm, remain, centered, grounded. And this has just done wonders for me in my day to day life. Like, the daily stresses that a lot of people go through, in terms of, like, w- money, and also, like, relationships. Does this person like me? What is this person gonna think of me? It's almost like it's entirely gone, because you just realize that everybody just everybody lives, everybody dies as well. So in 100 years, none of this is gonna matter, what we do. So you need to focus on making the best life for yourself as possible. And that's why I think meditation is so powerful. I feel it truly helps to open up that kind of that pathway for you to see things from a higher perspective, and to have a different outlook on life. So, I applied it. I do it every morning for. I started off with 5 minutes, and now I've worked my way up to about 30, 35 minutes of every morning, and it's cool. Like, when you meditate, you basically, you can visualize stuff as well. So it's like, your your reality is what you make of it when you entered that heightened state, which is absolutely amazing. That's why you have so many monks that just meditate for years on end, because, reality bends at their will. And that's the kind of power that you can forge with your mind when you truly practice meditation for extended periods of time. Next habit I want to talk about is the gym. This is a no-brainer. I think everybody should be exercising to a certain extent, but for me, uh, weightlifting. Weightlifting has probably been the one of the greatest things I've noticed. Just a lot more respect from people too when you build up a physique that's respectable, that says, hey, like, I can protect if I need to, I can fight if I need to, or I'm fit, I'm healthy, I've got discipline, I've got, like, all that kind of stuff. Um, to to the opposite sex, it communicates, hey, I've got good genetics. So building a physique, building muscle, all that kind of stuff. No brainer. It's good for your mental clarity as well. Helps clear your head. You lose fat as well, which is dangerous for our health. Any excess fat, you don't want to be carrying excess fat as well. More lean muscle mass, so you can you know help with the groceries if you need to, or like, I don't know, you can help. Just more lifting stuff, more everyday activities that require a lot of lifting and a lot of work as well. It's also good for longevity too, and yeah, the way I applied this is, I've been gymming for years now. I think I'm in my, like, probably like my sixth, seventh year gymming, but I only started taking it seriously about 3 years ago, and that's probably one of the best decisions I've made, because it's a way for you, aside of the benefits I've just listed before as well. Another great thing is, say if you're really busy at work or at university or whatnot, and you decide, hey, I just need a bit of time for myself. I think the gym is perfect for that, because you you get that time to yourself where you can zone in, you can listen to music, but also you meet up with other like-minded people at the gym too, people who want to improve themselves, and it's a good way to make friends. So it's a no-brainer. I think everybody should be going to a gym or be exercising of some sort. The gym is more of like a social aspect side of things, but if you if you don't have access to a gym, even just like, home workouts and stuff is very important and stuff for health and clarity. I used to do a bro split at the gym, which was like, was something crazy, like chest on a Monday, and then like back on a Tuesday, and then legs on a Wednesday, and then shoulders, and then arms, or some crazy split like that. I can't remember, but now I transitioned from that to push pull legs twice a week, and also recently with the kickboxing I've started, I've transitioned to just once a week, to accommodate for training. I'll be sure to drop some workout routines in the future for you guys as well, and also some more exercises and stuff that may help you guys out in the gym, especially if you're new to it. I think it's life changing. Next habit I want to talk about is the carnivore diet. Now, this is probably the highest ROI of everything in the list. I can't stress enough how important it is that you be getting adequate nutrition for your health and for just your mental well-being. Um, yeah, I've got so many, ideologies and so many ideas, and I'm very passionate about this diet because I truly think that this is the way that humans are supposed to be eating. So it's sometimes less is more. Less is more. Um, Going back to the basics, knowing how we evolved as as humans, and looking back at like the carbon, the stable carbon isotope studies. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I agree that, I do believe that those carbon studies are useful. That we predominantly ate meat. Our gut is designed to eat meat as well. We don't really have the ability to digest fiber, and also with plants as well, there's a lot of hidden toxins. Like, say, for example, like, broccoli has more protein than like some meats. When you take it per like 100 gram or something, but it's not about the amount of protein you're getting or the amount of macronutrient that you're getting. It's also comes down to the bioavailability of of those nutrients as well. And with plants, they have a lot of anti-nutrients because just like animals, they want to survive. They want to grow and they want to, nurture and pass on their offspring and thrive. And a simple way to look at it is that animals in the wild they defend themselves with like horns, kicks, or they run away. Plants they don't really do that. They're kind of just like stagnant in where they are. So their way of defending themselves is through toxins. Now, yes, you can still eat like lettuce and all that kind of stuff, and you won't notice anything straight away. But over time, those anti-nutrients and those toxins build up in your system, and they can cause major health defects and stuff. I feel like a lot of the stuff that we treat today in society is comes down to not having adequate nutrition. So I think it's very important that we adopt an ancestral way of eating. It doesn't have to be carnivore to begin with. If you're more comfortable going ketogenic or low carbohydrate, that's fine. But we should stop being so afraid of eating meat and saying that meat causes heart disease and cancer and all that kind of stuff because it's just not true. At the end of the day, it's how we evolved and it's what we thrive on. I applied this diet. I actually started off going keto first for a bit last year. Um, yeah, I started keto for like a month, and then after that, I decided to go full carnivore because I still wasn't, feeling the greatest. I was still on medications and stuff. So, and I've been strict carnivore now for about 18 months now. So it's um it's definitely helped in terms of how I feel. My hormones have all leveled out as well, which is just amazing because now I can focus on the stuff that really matters to me, like my passions and my purposes and stuff, without worrying about you know whether or not I'm going to drop dead the next day due to some sort of like I don't know some sort of like disease that's caused from metabolic illness. Next habit I want to talk about is taking sleep more seriously. Now, this is a huge one as well. I feel like a lot of people overlook the importance of sleep. If you think about in a life, you literally we literally absorb so much information from the time we wake up. Say if it's just like reading through articles on your phone or reading through the news, listening to the news, sensory input from your surroundings and stuff. It's like it all goes through your brain, and that uses up brain power as well. And especially if you're learning stuff as well, it's very important. And you're also doing exercise as well, and you're gassing yourself out consistently. Getting good sleep is very important because it helps with your recovery as well. It helps consolidate those memories that you make during the day. It helps. It just helps flush out all the bad stuff. There's a lot of processes that we go through when we sleep. I'll make more in-depth videos about that in the future, but just to know, like, sleep is very important. It's yeah, this you can literally the health effects, the adverse health effects from not getting enough sleep can be detrimental to your health. So I really recommend taking up that sleep and and improving it as much as possible consciously. For me, the steps that I've taken to improve my sleep include using like a sunrise alarm clock. It also helps. It helps with my natural circadian rhythm, as sometimes the sun doesn't rise quick enough in Dunedin. So yeah, that as well, and also you know limiting blue light use before bed as well. Really, just having like treating sleep like it's one of the most important things in the world, like ritualizing it, because it really is. It helps drastically. And the final habit, this one here is crazy good as well, very overlooked habit, and that's drinking 3 liters of water a day. So we are busy people. We are, we are active. We're actively learning. We're actively exercising, talking to people, and all that kind of stuff. But you need to realize that 70% of your body is made up of water. So, and water, without water, there's no life. That's how important water is. So it's important to be drinking water. It helps. It makes you feel lighter. You feel calm. You get energy. It's like an unspoken. It's like a way of getting energy without actually eating food. Just being hydrated is so powerful in itself. It's it increases the efficiency of your brain and your muscles as well to all work together as like a unit and get the most out of whatever it is you're doing throughout the day. Um, for me, like it can be quite hard to track this, but just every time that you see like a water bottle or something, or try and make it a habit to just have like maybe like a liter every 2 hours, and you do that 3 times a day, you hit your target of 3 liters a day. And that can be, you don't have to be consistent throughout the day. You can have more water intake around hours of exercise as well, or hours of work as well. And then parts where you're more chilled out, you're relaxing, you're reading a book or something that requires like a lot less energy, or a lot less, like, I don't know, less hydration to a certain extent. You don't have to be consciously sipping back the water during those times. Um, Drinking to thirst, that also works. It also aligns with the primitive way of learning, with the primitive way of living. Sorry, just going back to our ancestral roots. If you were thirsty, we go get water. If we're hungry, we go get food. That kind of stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for today. It's a pretty long video. So I appreciate you if you stuck around for the whole thing. It's not easy to sit in front of a screen and just listen to someone talk and give advice or their viewpoints of certain aspects. So I really appreciate those who stuck around for the whole video, and yeah, it means a lot to me. Um, if you guys have any habits that you guys have done that have changed your life drastically, please let me know in the comments. I'm more than happy to give those habits a try as well. I'm all about increasing efficiency and optimizing myself in whatever way I can. If you like the video, if you think someone else could benefit from this kind of message I'm spreading, please share as well. And yeah, thank you very much for stopping in today. I'll see you guys later. Bye.